Hello, Aries. I hope you have been well. We are looking into the months of January and February 2024. Happy New Year to you, as I am recording this on New Year's Eve. And we are moving into a universal year 8 in numerology, very powerful energy for manifestation, for creation. Also, balance is going to be really important to harness that energy to create. We also have a universal month 9 in January in numerology, meaning endings. So we have the 1 month with the 9 universal month 9 in numerology. So endings, beginnings in January, and then we have a universal month 1 in February with a 2. So 1 and 2 February, 9 and 1 January. So we have a lot of that 1 energy cycling through in these 2 months, which does signify new beginnings, but also has to do with endings, especially in January. What needs to fall apart? What endings can be concluded in order for you to fully step into something new? So let's go into this for Aries. We're going to look at January 1st. Okay, your challenge for the month. February, main energy. And your challenge for the month for Aries. And oh, that's interesting. That's in reverse, which probably is the only card in this deck. Very interesting. Okay, your gift. What is the gift for Aries between these 2 months? Ace of Earth. Now I feel Pisces had the same Ace of Earth in the same spot. So if you have Pisces in your chart, or if you're dealing with a Pisces, you might want to watch the Pisces video. Okay, so let's go into this reading here. It's interesting. Okay, so we have here the Messenger of Earth. Interesting, right? Lining up with that Ace of Earth. So the Ace of Earth is your gift for the year. It's a new beginning. There's something here that you are going to either create or it's going to show up in your life where you can build something very stable out of. It's almost a reset, I feel, for a lot of you. It's a reset within your finances, within career, maybe home, maybe relationship. It's in the practical realm, which is very nicely tied in with that 8 frequency. It's the 8 frequency, the universal year 8 in 2024 is the conduit between our higher selves and the practical plane, meaning that we can really manifest greatly during this year if we're really aligned with our potential, our purpose, in what we're drawn towards within ourselves, etc. And I do feel that there is a really nice alignment here that is offering you a new beginning, a new career path, a career opportunity, but it's going to be really solid. I feel this one here, there's one thing here that's really, and maybe there are other things included into it, like maybe few opportunities. No, I feel it's one. I do. But again, take it as it resonates. You have the Ace of Water for your main energy in January, this beautiful energy of love. Now, your heart could be open in January. You could have new love. You could have also healing from old love that's going to open your heart into a new capacity. There could be a new creative project, feeling more whole within your heart. It's beautiful, maybe even more expressive, more aligned, more creating meaningful relationships or a relationship. There could be love here. You have the moon as your challenge, which is fear. There could be fear around maybe love, opening the heart. There could be also the unknown, illusions, not quite having a sense of something in particular. Maybe it has to do with love. Maybe it has to do with your career path, a new career. Maybe something new is triggering old fears or resistance within. We'll look deeper. Okay, so the High Priestess is your main energy for February. Now, this is a 2, and as I mentioned, in February, we have the second month, right? So you do have that energy of 1 and 2. You have a lot of 1 energy, which would be the aces, right? New beginnings, and then you have the 2, High Priestess. So in February, you're dropping into your senses, connecting with your deeper self, and it could even be triggered through the moon energy here, which does go into the depths of our being, of our subconscious, and then you get the High Priestess, you get the inner knowing, you get wisdom, you get understanding yourself in a deeper way, going into the depths, understanding the subconscious, and the 9 of air in the challenge, which is already coming in as a reverse. So, it could be mind versus the intuition, maybe battling that out a little bit, but let's go deeper before I say too much right now. Under the Ace of Water for Aries. 5 of Wands. So this is your main energy for the... Okay, sorry about that. Under the 5 of Wands, we have the 4 of Water, 3 of Water, This is your main energy for the month of January. Ooh, Judgment. What's under Judgment? Hangman. Okay. Yeah, this is you're entering the year and with enlightenment. Something is going to give you enlightenment. Now, it could have something to do around love. It's something to do with love. It's something to do with a more expansive understanding of maybe self or relationships or your heart, maybe healing. You're definitely going to see something differently about your life. I feel that you're going to have a new perspective on life, yourself, like the depths, definitely the depths. Especially with Judgment and Hangman here. This is rising into a new level within your life. It is cutting the ties to the past, and it's giving you the Hangman. This is all about rising higher. It's a new level of self, right? So moving into a new version, new experiences. You have the Five of Wands and the Four of Cups. I feel this month there could be a lot of maybe drama or dealing with a lot of people, noise, maybe conflict. You do have the Five of Swords there, so there could be something of a conflict, a nature. Sorry, I need to say that again. There could be something of confrontation that may be required this month. However, I do feel that you're going to be kind of taking your time. It's almost like stepping. It's like I feel it's like a Cancerian action of sidestepping, the crab, how it kind of sidesteps certain dynamics, like basically not wanting to give its energy, to certain situations or difficulties. So there's this sidestep. I feel that sidestep action. It's like you're sidestepping out of maybe drama or heated debates or discussions, or maybe even people that could be draining your energy. So it's almost like you're kind of removing yourself from that. And I feel that you might be, I feel it's almost like getting rid of this energy, but then it opens your heart. Then you go through a transition of opening up more of yourself to something greater. I hope that made sense. It's almost like getting rid of the drama or noise in some kind of way, but then it clears up space for more. It gives you more within your heart. Now you have the Three of Cups, which is celebration. Oops, sorry. You have the Three of Cups, which is celebration from the Five of Swords. There could be a level of confrontation, like I said, but it's something that is giving you more. If you cut something out, you're going to gain more. So it's like there could be even maybe healing a relationship becomes a friendship out of a confrontation. It's like one door closes, one door opens. It really is. It's something that you confront, but then you gain more. And also too, you may be cutting something out from the past, but then all of a sudden it's bringing friendships closer. You have three people here. So maybe it's a group of friends or people who maybe even if you work with feels like ease, like it's easy. It's something, I hope I'm articulating this right. Is you're cutting something out that was difficult, maybe dramatic, maybe draining. What you gain in return for that is either a new group or a revised group that becomes more fun. It's like easy. It's easy. People you can work with. Even if it's family or friends. Definitely a big shift with those around you based on yourself and based on a choice maybe that you might make. Okay, so under the moon, let's look for Aries, the main energy. Ace of Pentacles. So this is your challenge, which is interesting. Your guidance. Okay, Justice, Five of Pentacles, and the King of Water. Your challenge for January, which is interesting. So you have the Ace of Pentacles here as a challenge with the moon, but your Ace of Pentacles essentially is your gift between these 2 months. So I feel within the 2 months you are working on something new and it is going to develop. I feel that you're really going to know what this is probably by February or maybe even January. However, the challenge moving into January is the Ace of Pentacles. So it moves from the challenge position into your gift. So it's something that may still need to develop. It may still be under the surface a little bit. There may be fear even around a new opportunity, or there may be even not having the information that you need, or maybe the information hasn't quite developed yet. I do feel maybe for some, you could be working with someone who's very egoic, but it also could be yourself holding yourself back from rising into this potential. So there could be some fears about your power. There could be fear about your potential. There could be fear about really letting yourself rise higher into a elevated version of yourself, or becoming a leader or an influencer, putting yourself out there. It's going to be different for everyone. But again, for some, you may be dealing with a very egoic person, and someone who's not stable, like not committed, I would say. I feel it's more the other. I feel it's more yourself here, trying to rise up into a new level within yourself. And maybe, like I said, maybe avoiding putting yourself out there in the foreground in some kind of way because of the moon. You might have some fear there, but the guidance here is justice, Libra energy, and the Five of Pentacles. I do feel a similar message, and I don't know if it was Pisces had the Five of Pentacles in their guidance position, but I do feel it's looking for opportunity. You have the scales coming in, something around being in the cause, in the driver's seat of your reality. So putting yourself first in a way, really thinking things through, being very thorough, wanting the facts. And I do feel that through that situation, you can restore balance, and you are going to have a win in your situation. You do have the Five of Pentacles, which is look for the opportunity. And I feel that golden light that's shining on these people is justice. And I feel something around bringing balance into your life. Now you have, or we have as a collective, have the North Node in Aries right now, South Node in Libra. And Libra is all about the we, so there could be even business partnership, maybe even bringing balance within a business partnership that's going to restore or heal a certain dynamic that's going to give you an opportunity to get out of where you've been. And if you're falling into any kind of uncertainty or depression, it's looking towards the opportunity. So shifting perception, I feel, is really important if that is resonating with you. You also have the King of the King of Water, bottom of the deck here as guidance, using your emotions, working with people to hold space, to elevate, to connect with others through emotional intelligence, through wisdom, through taking your time, being thorough with your feelings, your senses, which is coming into effect in February. Now in February, you have the High Priestess, right? So this is your main energy for February. For Aries, you have the Page of Cups, a lot of water between these 2 months, which it's weird. I don't know why I'm seeing a pattern with some of these readings here, and a lot of water is coming up with many readings so far, a lot of emotions. So this is the main energy for Aries here for the month of February. You have an apology coming in. It's either an apology or moving towards new love or a new version of yourself. Like I said, it could even be a new creative project by leaving something behind. And you're going to go deep into this. You're going to really understand a lot about yourself and about relationships and love and spirituality and the depths of maybe even astrology or numerology or something is deeper. And you get a new realization out of it. You get a new path forward. You want something more meaningful, but it requires you to leave something behind. So you're going to be in a transition, and this could be a transition towards something of a greater calling, something more meaningful, following your intuition, following your guidance. And then you get the World. Yeah, right. So you get the end of a chapter. This is a new version of yourself going into the new year. So this is leaving the past behind. It is embarking on a journey where you're more aligned. You are more confident with yourself. You feel different, a new version of yourself. It could even be travel for some of you. And the Seven of Fire is rising above the drama, rising above the Five of Wands, rising above people who might challenge you, or trolls online, or people who judge or shame or criticize, etc. This is because you're in a solid place. You can rise above. You are now elevated. You had the Judgment coming in for January. So there's this beautiful energy of, again, elevation, where you can work with people and through difficult situations better, not letting it affect you or not letting it kind of cut you off at the knees. It's like, no, I know who I am. Thank you very much. I know what I stand for. I know my values, and I'm good. And people can act the way that they act, and you'll feel very stable. You'll feel very confident with yourself. You also have the King of Swords for this month. Gemini energy, being very, very clear with information, with details, taking the lead, being very, what's the word? Like more assertive, I would say. Really good leadership. Again, very good with details, information, cutting right to the chase. Okay, so under that Nine of Swords reverse, that's your challenge, right? So it's going to be one of two things. I'm going to let the tarot speak for it. So what's the information, the challenge? You have the Seven of Pentacles and the Devil. What's the guidance? Three of Fire. Okay, Five of Cups, Ace of Fire. Okay, that's interesting. You have, let's go into this one. The Nine of Air reverse as your challenge. Well, the Devil is coming in as a clarifier and the Seven of Pentacles. I mean, it could be anything of going back into past patterns. Maybe I feel it's going to be within the mind. Truthfully, I feel the Devil, it may be an external situation, like a career path that was unhealthy, or a person where the relationship wasn't healthy. I feel it's going to be more within self. With that Nine of Air as the challenge, I feel that there could be this locked in energy of stress, worry, but I feel it's old. And I feel that it could come back as almost tempting you to fall back into past patterns of fear and resistance and worry and lack, maybe even turning to addictions or addictive behavior or toxic behaviors or relationships. It's going to, maybe the trigger I feel for some is going to be noticing what isn't working. And when we're looking at what isn't working, or maybe the time, like things not falling in place as we expect it, we could get frustrated. We could become fearful. We could all of a sudden see what isn't working and maybe be prone to unhealthy maybe behaviors or feelings about self or reality altogether. You have here as your guidance through that, if it's resonating, you have the Three of Fire and the Five of Cups. And the Three of Fire is all about going big. It really is saying, don't worry about this, whatever this is, this limitation, this subconscious fear or belief or whatever that is. It's all about going big and letting go of the past. You know, our future is new every time, but in our mind, if we feel that it's going to be a repeat, we're going to create that same scenario that we've gone through in the past. And so by letting go of the past and knowing that the next project that you're working on, the next relationship that you're going to be in is different, you're going to have a different experience and there's going to be a different outcome. So it's really saying to go for it, you know, to go big and to let go of the past, to move on from the past and to let go of maybe any fears or regrets or anything that maybe didn't work, or pain or sorrow. You also have the Ace of Fire for this. Oh, and the Ten of Pentacles just fell out. So you have here, follow your passion, because you're on track for this. You're on track for something greater. So listen to your passion. This is your energy here, Aries, the Ace of Fire. So it's time for you to create. It's time for you to tap into the passion and ability to ignite. That's the word I'm looking for, to ignite something new within this new year. So let's go on to the Ace of Earth for Aries. This is your gift. Seven of Cups, Two of Swords, King of Cups is back. Ooh, and the Ten of Water is your gift for these 2 months. So you have the Ten of Water is balance, is harmony, things coming together. I do feel that this gift is going to allow you to cut through confusion. It's going to allow you to choose wisely and to ground into something very practical. And, you know, to also just, I feel it's choosing wisely. I feel it's aligning. It's allowing you to align with something very cautiously. You may have caution. It may be this gift is bringing in more caution with regards to choices, with regards to building. You also have the Queen of Earth, Taurus energy here coming in. Very grounded, like I said, very responsible, thinking things through, being very wise, and being very practical, taking care of the body, nurturing relationships, taking your time. And the King of Cups, Pisces energy here is now being a leader. I feel for some of you stepping into a role of leadership or becoming more emotionally stable, mature, holding the space, being wise in the emotions because of maybe what you've gone through in the past leads to greater maturity and wisdom and understanding with life and people, the interpersonal relationships, the heart, etc. So it could be even elevating you with your work and or with other people. All right there, Aries, I'm wishing you all the best during this time and beyond, and I will be seeing you again very soon. Take care.